Over the last year I've taken great delight in riding and rambling, once or twice a month, through the traces of Mary Sherwood Forest, exploring this old haunt of Robin Hood, Friar Tuck, and his band of merry men. My rambles took me along the old forest road to Fountaindale, a journey of 5 miles or more, the latter apportionment on the Robin Hood Way, across fields once revered by Anglo-Saxons from the threat of hostility from the invading Vikings, now graced by stalwart giant wind turbines. Riding at both the first light and the close of day, their reticent tone was a dreamy-like reminder of the wind, whispering across the landscape, keeping a watchful eye over the farmlands. I found myself leaning on a sign bearing the name of the jovial anchorite Friar Tuck, questioning the postulation of Friar Tuck's provenance. Fountaindale lays claim to the legend, so too does Fountains Abbey in Yorkshire. In contemplating the fanciful stories, I sallied forth, skirting the woodland to a place of intrigue. The relics of the old forest are few and scattered, but as to the bold outlaw who once held a kind of freebooting sway over it, there is scarce a hill or a dale, a cliff or a cavern, a well or a fountain, in this part of the country that's not connected with Robin Hood's memory. Here was Fountaindale, where Robin Hood had his encounter with that stalwart shaveling Friar Tuck, who was a kind of Saint Militant, alternatively wearing the casque and the cowl. The Kirtle Friar kept Fountaindale 7 years long and more. There was neither lord, knight, or earl could make him yield before. The moat is still shown, which is said to have surrounded the stronghold of this jovial and fighting friar, and the place where he and Robin Hood had their sturdiest trial of strength and prowess, in the memorable conflict which lasted from 10 o'clock that very day until 4 in the afternoon, and ended in a treaty of fellowship. As to the hardy feats, both of sword and trencher, performed by this Kirtle Friar, behold, are they not recorded at length in the ancient ballads, and in the magic pages of Ivanhoe? The horn of Robin Hood seemed to resound through the forest. I saw this pastoral chivalry, half huntsman, half pirate, trooping across the distant glades, all feasting and revelling beneath the trees. I was going on to embody in this way all the ballad scenes that had delighted me when a boy, when the distant sound of a woodcutter's axe aroused me from my daydream.
In summertime, when leaves grow green and flowers are fresh and gay, Robin Hood and his merry men were disposed to play. Then some would leap and some would run and some would use artillery. Which of you can a good bow draw, a good archer to be? Which of you can kill a buck, or who can kill a doe? Or who can kill a heart of grease 500 foot in fro? Will Scadlock, he killed a buck, and Midge, he killed a doe. And Little John killed a heart of grease 500 foot in fro. God's blessing on my heart, said Robin Hood, that has shot such a shot for me. I would ride my horse 100 miles to find one could match with thee. That caused Will Scadlock to laugh, he laughed full heartily. There lives a Kirtle Friar in Fountains Abbey, will beat both him and thee. That Kirtle Friar in Fountains Abbey well can a strong bow draw. He will beat you and your yeomen, set them all on a row. Robin Hood took a solemn oath, it was by Mary free, that he would neither eat nor drink till the friar he did see.
The boding apprehensions which it awakened were too soon verified. I had not ridden much further when I came to an open space where the work of destruction was going on. Around me lay the prostrate trunks of veritable oaks, once the towering and magnificent lords of the forest, and a number of woodcutters were hacking and hewing at another gigantic tree, just tottering to its fall.
With a sheaf of arrows at his belt, to the fountain's dale went he. And coming unto Fountain's Dale, no further would he ride, There was he aware of the Curtal Friar walking by the waterside. The friar had on a harness good, and on his head a cap of steel, broadsword and buckler by his side, and they became him well. Robin Hood lighted off his horse, tied him to a thorn. Carry me over the water, thou Curtal Friar, or else thy life's forlorn. The friar took Robin Hood on his back, deep water he did bestride, spake neither good word nor bad, till he came at the other side. Lightly leapt Robin Hood off the friar's back. The friar said to him again, carry me over this water, fine fellow, or it shall breed thy pain. Robin Hood took the friar on his back, deep water he did bestride, spake neither good word nor bad, till he came at the other side. Lightly leapt the friar off Robin Hood's back. Robin Hood said to him again, carry me over this water, thou Curtal Friar, or it shall breed thy pain. Friar took Robin Hood on his back again, stepped up to the knee, till he came at the middle stream, neither good nor bad spake he. Coming to the middle stream, there he threw Robin in, and choose thee, my fine fellow, whether thou wilt sink or swim. Robin Hood swam to a bush of broom, the friar to a wicker one, while Robin Hood...
Alas for old Sherwood Forest! It had fallen into the possession of a noble agriculturalist, a modern utilitarian, who had no feeling for poetry or forest scenery. In a little while, and this glorious woodland will be laid low. Its green glades will be turned into sheep walks, its legendary bowers supplanted by turnip fields, and merry Sherwood will exist but in ballad and tradition. Oh, for the poetical superstitions, thought I, of the olden time, that shed a sanctity over every grove, that gave to each tree its protector or nymph, and threatened disaster to all who should molest the tree nymph in their leafy abodes. Alas, for the sordid propensities of modern day, when everything is coined into gold, and this once holiday planet of ours is turned into a mere working-day world.
From 10 of the clock that day to 4 in the afternoon, then Robin Hood came to his knees of the friar to beg a boon. A boon, thou Curtal Friar, I beg it on my knee. Give me leave to set my horn to my mouth, and to blow blasts 3. That will I do, said the Curtal Friar, of thy blasts I have no doubt. I hope thou blow so passing well, till both thy eyes fall out. Robin Hood set his horn to his mouth, he blew but blasts 3. 100 yeomen with bows bent came raking over the lea. Whose men are these, said the friar, that come so hastily? These men are mine, said Robin Hood. Friar, what is that to thee? A boon, said the Curtal Friar, the like I gave to thee. Give me leave to set my fist to my mouth, and to whistle whistles 3. That will I do, said Robin Hood, or else I were to blame. 3 whistles in a friar's fist would make me glad and fain. The friar he set his fist to his mouth, and whistled whistles 3. 100 good band dogs came a-running the friar unto. Is for every man of thine a dog, and I myself for thee. Nay, by my faith, quoth Robin Hood, Friar, that may not be. Two dogs at once to Robin Hood did go, the one behind the other before. Robin Hood's mantle of Lincoln green off from his back they tore. And whether his men shot east or west, or they shot north or south, the curtal dogs so taught they
Here we
were
leave the story, my apprehension at the aforementioned misfortune regarding the demise of the landscape having been returned to equilibrium. I rode silently on, vowing to return the following month to inquire after the progress being made with nature's own course of action.
Curtal Friar comes here to prate with me. I am Little John, Robin Hood's man, Friar, I will not lie. If thou take not up thy dogs, soon I'll take them up and thee. Little John had a bow in his hand, he shot with might and main. Soon half a score of the friar's dogs lay dead upon